How to invest your time and money wisely. According to a study, the average person squanders 21.8 hours per week on low-value activities. This equates to 2 days of awake time spent doing a whole lot of nothing every single week, which amounts to approximately 100 days each year of poorly invested time. The same can be said for money, as the average American wastes $18,000 each year due to poor financial decisions. However, in this video, we will show you exactly how we invest our time and money from 3 different perspectives: short, medium, and long. So let's start. Money, short term. First, let's talk about money in the short term. In this context, short term means that you see the effect immediately and you invest the money now and you get the return on the same day. Your investment strategy in this situation should involve acquiring tools that give you leverage. The concept of leverage is essential to keep in mind here. You could also buy a jacuzzi and start using it right away. But unless you are a jacuzzi reviewer on YouTube or something similar, this won't give you any leverage. For a moment, pretend that you are a blacksmith. The forge that you use on a daily basis is the key to unlocking better opportunities. Forging results in superior finished products. When you invest in a modern forge, you immediately begin to see the benefits of your purchase. It doesn't matter how much money you have to work with, because all that matters is that you identify the tools that will be necessary. You need to build leverage, and you shouldn't be afraid to invest in the tools that will help you do so. For instance, if you are a wedding photographer, the tool could be a drone. You use it every time and it broadens the range of services you can offer to your clients. And it will probably pay for itself after 1 or 2 bookings. The important things about your short-term money investment are that, number 1, you get to use it immediately, and number 2, it builds leverage. Your short-term money investment does not have a recurring date. It can occur every month or once a year. The tactic being used here is to focus on one's own personal education. When we talk about courses, we refer to the medium term as a period of time that can range anywhere from 6 months to 5 years for acquisition of assimilation. Whether you have $500 or $50,000, you should always have a dedicated budget for this and actually use it. You can't go wrong with this kind of investment. Nobody can take away your skills, so make a list of 5 education investments that you can acquire the year, which include mentorships, books, internships, and apprenticeships, among others. Develop your skill set and broaden your professional network. If there's going to be an event where you have the potential to gain something useful or meet someone important for your business, then you should purchase a ticket. If there's a book that you think might provide you with some fresh ideas, you should buy that book. If there's a program that will teach you how to complete a specific task and you feel like you need it, you should enroll in that program. Even if you don't learn anything new, you can still get the confirmation that you're still on the right path, and even if it turns out to be a complete waste of time, that's just how the process works. Now, these kinds of things will always be valuable. Even if you don't learn anything new, you can still get the confirmation that you're on the right path. Long-term strategy. Now we will discuss money-making strategy over the long term as a part of your long-term strategy. Your focus should be on compounding, and by long term, we mean a minimum of 10 years. Contrary to popular belief, this is actually the easiest and most straightforward way of investing. There's no timing in the market, and there's no mathematical formula or anything like that. All you have to do is invest in good and healthy businesses and forget about it. Let time do what it will do with your money. Now, we are not financial advisors, and this is not a financial advice. But the recession is coming, and people will panic and lose money investing in blue chip art, which is one of the alternative assets that is one of the highest returns, is one way to protect yourself from the upcoming volatility. However, given that everyone can simply go to the Louvre in Paris and buy a bunch of paintings, this strategy may not work for everyone. Now let's move on to time. I'd like to have a moment to discuss the passage of time with you. You, the average person watching this video, have more than 1 billion seconds left to live, which is equivalent to 31 years. Most paper billionaires would gladly trade places with time billionaires. Ask yourself whether Warren Buffett would rather have some extra $1 billion or 1 billion seconds to live. There's no such thing as kind publishing. When you're a content creator, either you did it or you didn't. If you wake up one day and you're at loss as to what you should be working on, you lack a process. A particular way of doing things. If you're building a house, you don't stand around wondering what the first thing is that you need to do is. The process is always clear, and each step has a specific, well-defined goal. A shower is not an input because it's something that must be done every day, or at least it should be. The most important thing is that these inputs must be done every day, regardless of whether or not you feel like it. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't magic or talent, but rather the consistent application of a few key habits. Brick by brick, construction can be tedious, but you can't afford to cut corners if you want watertight wall. Short term. This is your short-term time investment. Aim for 3 inputs that address different aspects of your life, such as work, health, and relationships. These are unrelated activities that you must complete. Just keep in mind that going to work is not an input. This framework forces you to add value to your life rather than pretending to be busy for the sake of being busy. So your short-term investing strategy for your time is daily inputs. And for medium term, you will need to invest in experience. Why 5 years when medium term means 1 to 5 years? Max, because that's usually when the world goes through a major shift of new technologies are developed, new ways of doing things get theory crafted, new industries emerge. Right now, we are going through the stage where humans, machines, and algorithms learn how to work together. In fact, the World Economic Forum predicts that the great relearning evolution, more than half of all humans on the planet will have to retrain or upskill in the upcoming years. Now to give, Africa is developing drones, pilots to deliver medicine to inaccessible areas. So experience is your mid-term investment strategy for your time. You must get involved and learn how the new world works. Familiarize yourself with all of the changes, figure out where you will get into these new circumstances and whether you need to change your path or not. You want to be ahead of the curve when the rest of the world finally catches up with what's happening. There's already a huge shortage of people experienced with the new ways of doing things. All of these new industries need bright-minded people like you to get educated and push the ball further. Green energy, blockchain, AI development, and so on, all require leaders and innovators. Long term. For the purpose of your long-term time investment strategy, we will concentrate on the memories you have made. When you're old, the only valuable things you will have with you are your family and the memories you have made along the way. Now, keep in mind that your work is merely one of many things that you do in addition to other things. Don't let it define who you are and consume all of your time. Whenever you have the opportunity to do something memorable, seize it at both hands and consider it an investment in the portfolio of your memories. The value of your memories will never decrease, and no one will ever be able to take them away from you. In addition, just like any other sound investment, they pay out dividends in the form of happy feelings whenever you recall a positive experience from your past. When you remember the times you can look back on with the most satisfaction, you'll feel happy. It makes perfect sense to diversify your memory holdings as your savings account continues to grow. Assist in viewing the Aurora Borealis party on a yacht during the Burning Man festival. Get a Lamborghini or rental. There are a lot of different ways to put money into the memory portfolio, so you shouldn't skimp on it.